Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakadash. Pedal Hebrew tongues, correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers of His truth. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying, show yourselves approved. Shalom. Come today talking about something that's on my spirit. And you know, we got a lot of people in these truths, a lot of camps, a lot of heathen, a lot of people going to come in on this truth, you know, and try to piggyback, because now he being a Hebrew Israelite has become a fad, you know. So a lot of people come in just for, you know, to be seen, the glorification of it, the looks of it, and they'll come in and they'll imitate being a man of the Lord, but they're not really men of the Lord. And you can tell, you know, by the fruits, and just tell by their spirit, you know. Yahweh Shah, and you know, grace us with the spiritual wisdom. You can discern who really Yahweh Shah is really dealing with, and who, you know, just up here just pretending. You know, they're a pretender, not a contender. And they're just imitating, trying to get in on our blessing, you know, our birthright. And so, hey, like an imitator, that's somebody who copies the behavior actions of another. So that's about to happen a lot, and I see that a lot. All you gotta do is look at these other camps outside of Great Millstone, and all those dudes are imitating. You know, a lot of people ear hustled the apostles and prophets of Great Millstone, that they broke off, did their own thing, and changed the doctrine up. They're just imitating. They're not really men of the Lord. They're not really sincere. You know, a lot of people do this for the YouTube views. You know, this for the clout. You know, get a lot of women, try to, you know, monetize it, and they're not really sincere. You can see that when you in this truth and you ate the roll yourself and you got the spirit that's really, you know, rested upon you. I tell people also all the time, you serious minded, you're going to find your way to Great Millstone, because that's where the spirit of Yahweh is. That's where the spirit of prophecy rests at. So, they've been said, you got a lot of people going to claim, oh, I'm Speckled Bird, come in, ear hustle, listen for a little bit, and they're going to come out there, and they're going to be coming out on the highway and hedges with precepts, but you can just feel they're not authentic. They're not going to ring true. You know, they don't, like, some things going to happen. Like, you didn't grow up like Yasharala. If you ain't dating Yasharala, you know, you ain't been up under these curses like that, you're not going to be able to preach to Yasharala, man. They're not going to, you know, feel you like that. You know, you will be purged out, because you're just trying to come in on our blessing, and you ain't went through what we went through. You're not in, like I say in the scriptures, you're not in trouble like other men. So I see that a lot, and you can just feel it, because they don't, something just be off. So we're gonna go to the scriptures on that. Let's go to Additions to Esther. Because if this thing heats up, man, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to try to, you know, fake the funk. And, man, the spirit is going to search them out. It's going to smoke them out of here, man. Because, like, we not doing this to be YouTube famous. We're not doing this to be seen of men. We're doing this because we really feel this. It resonates with us. This truth is a part of us. You know, I grew up always wanting this truth. So when I found it, you know, ain't nothing turned me loose from this. So check it out. We're going to start out with Additions to Esther 10 and 9. And it says, and my nation is this, Israel, Yasharallah, which cried to Yahweh and were saved, for the Lord hath saved his people. And the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils, and Yahweh have wrought signs and great wonders which have not been done among the Gentiles. Therefore have he made two lots, one for the people of Yahweh, and another for all the Gentiles. So that backs to what that statement I made earlier when I first started talking. Like, you gotta have one lot for the heathen nations, you gotta have one lot for us. Now, Jake is very influential. Jake is very, you know, Jake is the trendsetter. Everybody wants to be Yashar Allah. They want to be like us. So just like you got Wiggers, you call, you know, little white boys trying to rap, you little Eminems and your Paul Walls are there. I think Paul Wall could be a Jake. You got people that's gonna like imitate this to try to get that blessing, because they done read the word, they see it, and they don't want to come off like Esau. They don't want to be Esau. They don't want to be Ishmael. They don't want to be Moab. They want to be Jake. They want to be Israel. So therefore, they're going to imitate us, be like us, and try to do what we do, trying to get the salvation that we getting. You know, we done suffered. Everybody that look like Yasharala, you know, all the stuff we done been through, like, you know what it is. That's why, you know, it's not hard for us to do this. Because we're not imitating, you know. We're being sincere with this. Because we you know, it resonates with us. We've been through this. That's why this book speaks to us. It don't speak to these other nations like that. And then, like I said, since this thing become a fad, you got some heathens that's going to, you know, listen up. And they might humble down. They're going to humble down real quick. And they're going to try to creep in unawares. You know. And then when they get in, they're going to try to smother out the spirit. You know. Whoever really coming with it. You know, the Most High got the spirit heavy on him. They're going to try to overtalk him. And just try to, like, you know, try to smother it. They just creep in unawares. That's why you got to watch this, Akim. You got to really watch, you know, what you're doing, man. Especially in these camps. You got brothers going to come in, you know, try to, you know, brother, you know, a lot of people like him. You know, he got the wire on him real hard. He might try to come in and, you know, jump head over him. Like the head dude in Sakari Alazar trying to, you know, jump over Apostle Tahar. He want to be the head dude, the top dude, because they do this thing for views. They do this thing for clout. We don't do it for that. We really sincerely trying to bid you to the wedding. We trying to get that salvation. We want the kingdom. This is why we do it. We're not just doing this to put on some fringes and look cool while we in Babylon. No, man, we want Babylon destroyed. We want the kingdom of heaven badly, very bad. That's why we do it. And I just got to think, if you was a heathen, you know, if I was a heathen, I'd probably do the same thing. You know, listen up. You know, listen how they do it and try to creep in and act like, pretend like I'm one of them, but really you're not. And like I said, you will be smoked out. Because you're going to say certain things. You're going to do certain things that's like, it's going to throw the real ones off. Like, man, nah, we don't think like that. Nah, we don't do that. Or, oh, man, you pissing off the Jakes that's trying to get in the truth, man. Saying that little dumb stuff. That sound like something Esau would say. As I say, you will be found out. You know. So I'm going to go and get our next precept. Try not to get ahead of myself, because it's very easy for me to do that. I get going and it's just easy, y'all. Sure. I get to going and I got to know when to break. So check it out. This is Jude 1 and 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before the old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men, turning the grace of our Yahweh into lasciviousness, and denying the only Lord Yahweh and our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. You know, so did you repeat that part? It said they'll creep in unawares. You know, so that shows we're gonna have pretenders in this thing. You know what? I look at these other camps, man. Them is all dudes that's creeping in unawares, man. Because they really, if they're sincere, they'll fall under the banner and doctrine and teachings of Great Millstone, which is the house of David. But they don't want to do that. Because they don't really, they want to be the top dude. They don't care about order. They can't be in that role player role. They want to be a star. So they'll listen up, ear hustle, then start their own camp and teach their own thing and try, you know, be bigger than the house of David. You know, they want to be the head dude, which you can look at IUSPK. That's a very proud group. That group is off like I don't know what. They're tied to the heathen. They got a 501c3. This specifically speaking to IUIC. You know, they only give reverence to the name of Yahweh Bashiach Shai. You tell their leaders is proud. You look at Nate. He just want money. He done took the bag. You can plainly tell. They got a 501c3. You can plainly tell the Most High is not dealing with them, man. They're all about the look. They're all about the party, the spirit of mirth, getting the women. They're in it for the fame. We don't give a damn about no fame over here, man. We're trying to get on the chariot. We want that salvation. We ain't trying to just get up here in fancy garments and you know, look good like Pastor Porkchop and just spit some good stuff and get like, you know, 100,000 or 1,000 views. We ain't worried about that. We sincere over here. We want the kingdom. That's what we want. You see what I said? For lasciviousness, that means like lust. That's dudes are coming to this thing just to get girls. Like I said, nowadays dudes ain't coming into gangs. Now the new thing is to say you a Hebrew Israelite, put on some fringes, you know, and still be a nigga like Sakari. You know, that group. A lot of people doing that. I've seen, Sons of Jacob. that group, they got dudes that just sign up, just fit the numbers. You know, they're saying gangbang is out of season. Gangbang, that's old. So the new thing now to say you Hebrew Israelite, put a t-shirt and fringes on and get up there, you know, and holler and try to cut people with the scriptures. You know, try to just cut people, show them you know more precepts than them. Cause contention and strife. Or a heathen, you know, he like, oh man, I mean, it don't take a rocket science to see that America about to be destroyed. So a heathen be like, oh man, oh, speckled bird, I'm a speckled bird, you know, he'll try to jump in and do the same thing, you know, spit out some precepts and try to get in, but man, hey, you will be found out. Like I said, man, those brothers in this truth, you know, knee deep, you know, immersed in it every day. You know, you're going to say or do something that's not going to come off like Yasser Allah. You're going to come off, you're going to show that you are a heathen. You know, you're going to show that you're a Gentile. You know, a foreign Gentile. Because you're going to say things that don't comply to Yasser Allah, like, that we don't feel. And me, I stay knee deep. I stay locked in this truth. And I'll be listening, man. As soon as you say something off to me, I'm going to start looking through the side eye, like, you know, like, man, I don't think you of Israel. I don't think you Yasharabas. Like, you're just pretending, you're imitating, but not perfectly, you know? Like I say, you can come closer than close. Original, you never will be. So, hey, you could try real close, but some stuff gonna be off. And you can just really tell, man. So, and that's gonna happen a lot at this end times, because they're gonna flock to this truth. Because America's done with. Everybody can see that. So now, what's the best thing to do? Try to come in the house of David, you know, and act like you with the truth when you not. I know the Most High has a way of smoking out everybody that's not authentic. They're not going to last. As you can see, fallouts. When I look at a lot of people, Jim Mesh showing that how heads used to be in the truth and they fell out, you can just see it in him like he was just worldly. He didn't stay locked in. You know, he wasn't sincere. He was just doing it because everybody else is doing it. It looks, you know, it's the new thing. They look at it like the next phase in black consciousness. You know, you don't put on a kufi. You ain't doing that Black Panther no more. So what you gonna come into now? Oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm on the block, you know, and try to be like us, and you ain't sincere, man. You're not a contender. You're a pretender. And we can feel it. We can real feel it, man. I can see niggas a mile a day. And that's what we dealing with. Dudes trying to creep in unawares, but really ain't in the spirit, man. You got to be. That's to say, when I do this, man, people can feel it. I don't have to say nothing. Like, man, you see that? You see what I'm doing now? I ain't got to say that, man. A lot of people call me, man, hey, I like that lesson, man. You real passionate about this. You know, I could tell, man. I could feel the spirit from you. You know, and I ain't got to even say it. They see it. You know, I'm enthusiasm. You know, I'm real passionate about this truth. I love this truth. That's why I can put it out there the way I do. And that's not to say to get puffed up with pride, you know, start feeling yourself, you know. Because, I mean, you don't really know if you really, you know, part of that precious elk till you on that chariot. So ain't no reason to get pride, but when you hear that, that should be encouragement. That should be encouraging to you. I know when people tell me that, call me, and they like the lessons, that lets me know to keep going. You know, the Most High, you know, He's opening me up. People like what I'm doing. They can feel that I'm passionate about this because I love the truth. You know, I love hitting the highway and hedges to Akim. I love putting out these video epistles. To me, ain't nothing better than this truth going right now. And people, when you in that spirit like that, and you sir, people can feel that. You know, they can feel it. And that's just going to make you like, that's why I put it on myself to go harder. If I was doing 2 lessons a week or 3 lessons a week, now I need to do a lesson every day because we have to tail into this. I need to do all I can to guarantee, like I say, do your diligent work, do your due diligence to make sure your call and election is sure. You know, loosely paraphrasing, that's what I do, man. I want to be on that chariot. I want to be in the kingdom. So this ain't nothing to be puffed up, you know, then try to get more followers and change your name. I'm high priest, gorilla Hebrew, you know, all of that. No, man. No. I'm just a role player, man. To play D, hit that corner 3. You know, I'm not like the stars we got, like Amawam and Elder Matazak Ba, Elder Kazak. I'm just here to do the work, man. I just want to get in the kingdom. So when you hear that, that should be encouragement. And that just shows me Yashrala can relate to me. They're hearing the voice and they're hearing the spirit of Yahweh shall come through me. So they just tell me I gotta go harder. You know, I gotta, I'm trying to make sure my call election is sure. So to get back on topic, I can go all day, be all off of it. So to get back on track, go to Matthew 7:24. And this is a great kicker on a lot of people, man. It's like, especially all these little Hebrew Israelite t-shirt fringes. These people that's trying to pretend like they speckled birds. Check it out. This is Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. So you got to do the works, man. All they little lip service. Oh, yeah, I go to church every Sunday. Oh, I'll do this, man. You really found out if you in Plantation Christianity. we see you already off, So that everybody's hollering, Lord, Lord, or I was out there on the highway, hit they teach her fringes, man. You ain't right to divine this word. You ain't sincere. Man, the Most High not going to accept you. So I'm going to hit 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And you do not want to hear that, depart from me. I never knew you. That's what I said. Hey, but they all say that one saying, real recognize real. Man, y'all should rather know when another brother sincerely in this truth. Like I said, I listen to our top dudes in this truth. Man, Yahweh the Maccabees, you can tell the spirit is on him real heavy. You can just tell how they relay it. You can tell by their works, their diligence. You can tell who the Most High is dealing with. When you got people that's just trying to come in, be lazy, do some effort for a blue moon, or try to get their views up, or just, want to be out there and just want to be like Jake. Just want to imitate Jake. I just want to put my fringes on, be on the block, and act like you really part of, the nation. But really, you not. The nation really not feeling you at all. You're just imitating. They spirit don't resonate with you. When you sincere, the sincere sheep, they gonna resonate, man. It's gonna be a connection. The same way I came in, because I came in through a teacher in the French camp. But hey, you going through your wisdom, your discernment, you gonna yearn for the truth, and you gonna find your way to the house of David, which starts with the apostles, elders, and the teaching of great millstone. Because you got thousands of other camps, and they are pretenders. They're not contenders. If you 100, man, you gonna get into the true doctrine. The pure waters. You're not gonna stay in that the MOTB is sleeping with white women. The MOTB, it's a spiritual mark. RS 316, man, that's off, man. That ain't sound doctrine. That's how you know them dudes, they're not doing it right. Especially the camps that got a 501c3. They doing it for money. You look at Sakar, they don't monetize the whole, the whole gospel. They charge for everything. They do shows. They're just worldly. They're just like Plantation Christianity with a Hebrew Israelite spin. They're imitating. They're not being sincere. They're not real. And I got a precept to break that down. On like, you're going to survey the field. That's wisdom. I said, man, you got to get through spiritual wisdom and you got faith. Those are gifts from Yahweh Shah. And you need to use them so that, you can find the proper place and where you belong at. The truth. That's what Most High blessed us with, to find the truth. And it really breaks that down, and what's that? Salakia, wrong area. Proverbs 31:16 breaks it down. And I understand this, man, because you look at Proverbs 31:10, and it says, who can find a virtuous woman for a price as far above rubies? Which that scripture is twofold. It's mainly talking about wisdom, because wisdom is compared to a woman. She leads you to all wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah. So it's twofold. It's talking about a virtuous woman, a woman of the Most High, and primarily talking about wisdom. And I'm going to peep that out, because check out, verse 16 says, she considereth a field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands, she planted a vineyard. You hear that when it says she considered a field and buy it? These other camps are fields. That's the field. And then, like, this precept really hit me real hard and heavy, because that's what I did. When I first come into this truth, man, I looked at all these other camps. I surveyed the field, and I was looking to purchase one. So I'm checking them out. I'm all tinkering with them. I bought the Watchman for Israel, WFI, got that land, working in that, and it wasn't giving me the fruit that I wanted. So I'm still surveying, surveying the field, and man, I asked the Most High to lead me to the truth. I remember praying about that. I was like, man, Yahweh shall know the truth is out here. Please lead me to the truth. Man, I want to, and I remember saying it to myself. I said, I want to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And man, hey, YouTube algorithm popped up with a GMS camp in Alabama, and his page was titled Mysteries of the Kingdom. So when I heard him, guess what I heard, y'all? So I heard that wisdom popping off, man. It blew everything these other camps have said out the water, man. Barakatah Almawan from the camp of Alabama, the head dude from Alabama, man. The Most High is really dealing with that man. He got a lot of wisdom. And it came out when I heard his lessons. And so I bought that field. I'm like, oh, this the real deal right here. This land fertile. So I bought that, plant my vineyard, and I've been doing the work ever since. And hey, the fruit is coming up. You can see the fruit of my labor, and my works. And that shows I used the wisdom, man. When I seen IUIC, I immediately didn't like them. I knew them dudes wasn't the men of the Lord. That's for show. That's an entertainment camp. I didn't like GOCC. I didn't like IUSBK. There's certain camps I would see, and immediately as soon as I see them, I'm like, nah. They ain't got it, man. That camp horrible. And there's certain ones I gave a chance, looking at them like, yeah, I like that dude teaching right there. Let me see what's up with him. Like, who was that? Believers of the Way. I watched that dude. He was humble. But after a while, he got revealed. He got smoked out. He got purged, man. He started talking about we need to be like the Black Panthers. He doesn't say that the device is the MOTB. So I like, that dude is gone. And his camp is connected to Scary. So he's showing they ain't no contenders. They pretending as well. So the Most High, hey, he will show you who really got it. And that scripture right there, it was that I really understand that scripture when I read it. Because that's when you searching for the truth, you looking at these fields, that's what you're doing. The Most High guides you with spiritual wisdom until you get to the real pasture, the real field, the real house of David. And he did that. He showed me that. And hey, all praises and glory to Yahweh Shah for leading me to the truth. So let's go back. While we talking about wisdom, let's hit Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon 7:21. I'm going to hit Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. That's what I'm going to hit. There we go. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath and the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing fall into her. So I like that part where it said wisdom is moving than any motion. It passeth and goeth through all things. So with this spiritual wisdom we've been blessed with, if you up here pretending, trying to imitate Yahshua, hey, man, the Most High has blessed me with spiritual wisdom. And I'm going to be peeping, I'm going to be watching you very closely, because we sing a new song. If you singing the song, you sing something off tune, man, I'm kind of look at you kind of side eye. Or you say something that don't really resonate with Yahshua, like, I'm like, we don't feel like that. We don't care about that. Like, it show your spirit ain't right, man. That shows you just pretending, you imitating, but it's going to be kinks in your imitation. You may get, like I said, you might get real close. You might follow real closely, but the spirit will smoke you out. The spirit, because I'm telling you, say something off to me, I'm going to look at you side eye like, man, that's not the spirit we should be in, man. That is not the truth right there. Like, yeah, I don't know about you no more. I said you might come in and get real close, but hey, wisdom go through all things, man. She searches out, and she gonna be looking. That's why, hey, don't come with this nigga stuff, man. I'm gonna look at it real close, like, you ain't cleaned up all the way. You don't need to be up here with us. Yeah, that's not to say like we all that and we perfect or nothing, but hey, you gotta at least be in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. You gotta at least be in, having the spirit of an Israelite, of Yahshua on you, to be in this. You can't just be imitating and still think like a heathen. Then I'm about to look like, I don't know, man, because you gonna water us down. You know, you're gonna make us look like you're gonna make it like we ain't 100. That's that weak link right there. It's gonna break the chain. You know, so Yahweh Shah will smoke out the imitators, people that's pretending to be in this truth. There's a lot of camps is falling off. Most High do that. I look for a lot of these camps to get towed up in a minute. We just had a blood moon. What was that, yesterday? So a lot of these camps, and to me, he already exposed them, man. Jenny Yohanan said crazy stuff. Nate done said crazy stuff. All these other camps, some will come off that's just off on them. And like them, they ain't got the MOTB right, man. You can tell right there they pretending. You know, a lot of them are proud. They prop themselves up, do these big celebrations, celebrate themselves in the truth, man. This ain't about that, you know. And our apostles and elders, they don't get down like that, man. We all come lowly. You know, we working for this truth, man. We looking to get on that chair. So ain't no reason to be in the spirit of mirth, throw big extravagant parties, celebrate. Oh man, Elder Whoop Whoop in the years, 10 years. You're gonna throw a big celebration, rent out a building, and make wine and be married. No, man. They say you can tell by their Passovers who really got it and who don't. You know, all these little pretend they better be purged out. They're gonna fall out too. When this stuff get real hot and heavy, you're gonna see that drawback spirit in them. They're gonna get scared. You know? And when they get scared, they're gonna drop out. They're gonna fall out. And that shows they wasn't armored up, man. They weren't built up in this. They weren't serious about this. Like I said, wait till the persecution come out. See, right now, it's all fun and games. To say you a Hebrew Israelite in a minute, man, Esau gonna demonize that. You're gonna see a whole lot of people fall out of it. Oh, man, I wasn't really with that, man. I wasn't really trying to do it like that, man. I was a good nigga. I just want my job. You know, you gonna see that stuff though. Wait till it get real heavy and thick. It's gonna be a lot of fallouts, man. A lot of dudes gonna draw back because they're not sincerely in this, man. They're not gonna get a life for the truth. You know, us brothers that sincerely in this, we're gonna give our life for this. You know, there is nothing else. There's nothing else outside of this truth. Ain't nothing else to live for. You know, other than Yahweh Shah. That's what you can live and die for. Everything else is BS, man. Nobody give a damn about your career about to come to an end. You know, cars, the women, the life you have over here. You know, just want to be an Israelite and fringes in Babylon the Great. That's about to come to an end. You know, and we're going to all get reduced to our faith. It's going to come down to our faith in Yahweh Shah. That's why he's going to try men. Yahweh Shah don't want that lip service. You know, a lot of people just come, oh, I serve the Lord. I'm out there in the highway and hedges. Man, he don't give a damn about that. He about to put us in situations. He going to see. Are you really real about this? Are you truthfully about this? You know? Or are you just saying and talking that stuff because it look good right now? So we going to see. We going to come to the, you know, it's going to come to a head. You know, when the food gets short. You know, gas prices through the roof. Esau, or anybody consider themselves a Hebrew Israelite, going to jail. Or you a terrorist, you know? So we're going to see who is of Yahweh Shah, who's not. He gonna see. You know, he about to try every man and see if our works be true. And see if we really about this. See if we really locked in, you know. See if we really love him. Yahweh Shah, he like, prove it. I want to see. Let me do this to you and see if you still gonna be, you know, wanting to do the work. Still, you know, be on fire. You know, are you gonna renounce me when I put this devil on you? You know? Are you gonna stand stiffly for me? That's just like Yahweh Shah. That's why he calls us wise virgins. You know, he won't like every man won't a faithful woman. You know, something that's faithful. That's why he calls us faithful servants, man. So it's like you got a woman, man. Dude knock on the door. He got the, you know, the chain, the big rims. You know, he got everything like that. He want to pop your old lady, man. You know, she ain't right. If she ain't solid, she gonna, you know, let dude pop her on the side, man. Y'all, but I ain't dealing with that, man. And that's how we got to be in that spirit. Like, nah, we not about to be persuaded by nothing this devil got. Nothing he about to say. We gonna hold it down, man. We gonna tell that dude, I ain't worried about your money, man. I ain't worried about your system. That's how Esau do, man. Because Yashar, the nation, is compared to a woman. So everything is appeasing. You know, Esau gonna try to see, you know, or, you know, any temptation gonna come your way. Try to see, like, is you really about that? You know, or are you not, man? I notice when you sincere and you about it and somebody not, man, they get afraid of that. And they get jealous, you know? A lot of older people saying that's not another thing in this truth. You know, the imitators. They show they'll get jealous, man. Instead of them being in the work, doing what they supposed to be doing, they'll get mad. They see the Most High really dealing with you a whole lot. And they being lazy still, you know, got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And they mad that you in the truth going all hard. And I'm like, what you been jealous for, man? You need to go all out. You need to go hard. You know? That's what you need to do. Don't be jealous because this brother pumping hard and you know, this bullshitting because you just, you know, just doing it because it look good or it's very trendy. You know, you got sincere brothers. Like I say, I do this. If I only had 1 view, I'll still be pumping, man. That's 1 person that's watching me. That's an audience. And really, I look at it. If I had no views, I'll still do this because it's still the works. Still doing the work. You know, if you're out about y'all was shy, because when the situation, when Jacob's trouble hit, your faith will have to be propped up. And when you do the work, that's why I'm so happy y'all about your shy. Let me have years of works. You're going to think back in your works. You're going to think of yourself worthy to get that salvation. Therefore, your faith is going to be booming and blossoming at that time. It's about the work. It's not about views. It's not about how many people, you know, give you praises. You know, all that man worshiping. It's not about that, man. It's about salvation. It's about getting on that chariot. That's what it's about. And to do that, man, you got to be sincerely in this truth. You know, and giving your all. 144%. Not, you know, half-assing it. Because you don't want that half-ass protection. So why do half-ass work? You know, that's how I feel. That's why I've been going harder. Because I see the destruction coming. And I want protection. Therefore, let me do all I can. Let me go all out. I wanted to be like, when this thing hit, I'm be like, I did all I can when we had the liberty. You know, to seal my salvation. That's how I want to be. That's how you should be. But these dudes that's pretending in this truth, that's just, you know, playing with it, they not like that, man. And you can just tell, like, you can tell the real men is, man, they on fire right now. A lot of the brothers in GMS, you know, teach GMS, man, they doing 2 or 3 lessons a day right now. You tell everything is turning up. How about your shots turning up? As it's turning up, me, I'm falling, I'm turning up too. You know, I'm bringing it out too. And see, when you ain't got the spirit on you like that, you not gonna fall in line like that. You just gonna sputter along, cause really you just bullshitting. You know, we got a lot of people in the street that's just bullshitting. You can see that in these other camps. These heathen trying to sneak in. They really ain't got the spirit like that on them. They're just trying to imitate, you know, try to, you know, piggyback with some little lazy work. Nah, man, how about Shasha ain't dealing with that at all. I say, this the time to be pumping, man. It's time to go all out. We're at the finish line, you know. Like when you run track, they say you got to have a kick. That's when you just, you know, you kick in, give it all you got, and use that little last bit of speed you got, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to kick in hard because it's coming, you know. And I want that protection, so I'm going to do all I can do. And people are like, man, hey, I can see it in you, man. I can see you ain't pretending with this, man. That's why a lot of people outside of this, like my family, they get scared. Cause they see it's real. Yeah, how about your shots making it real through his men? They like, man, this dude, all we done said, talked about him, put him down, said he's stupid for, you know, serving the Lord. He ain't got no money like that, man. They see you still not deterred, you still doing it. It scares them because that proves it's real. That proves the power of Yahweh Shah is real. And they see that and they scared, man. They scared. They see 2 things. They see the men of the Lord pumping hard and they see America going down. So everything in this book is about to come into play. You know, they're going to feel like, the 2/3 going to feel like fools. They didn't come in this thing, you know. But then you got people that's pretending to be in this thing and they going to get rooted out, purged out. That's what Jacob's Trouble is about. Jacob's Trouble is going to purge out the pretenders. All these people that's just following. Because right now, being a Hebrew Israelite is a fad. Like I said earlier, it's a fad right now. You know, that's why you got thousands of groups. It's the thing to do now. Get you a camera, get on the phone, get on the YouTube or whatever the platform they're using. I heard the truth is on Facebook, Instagram, and that's the new thing to do. Because Black Panther is done. Being a gangster, that's old and done. Now the new thing is be Hebrew Israelite. You know. And they not sincere, man. They just doing it to look good in front of other people. To be seen of men is what they want. But they not really that. Or then you got the heathen They trying to get in on our protection, our heritage, and they a whole damn heathen. You know, I said, you look like a duck, quack like a duck, your ass is a duck. You know, but see, they'll look like one and try to talk like us, but man, it's gonna be some cracks show up. You know, you looking like, nah, your ass a duck, man. You trying to pretend. You are not of Yasser Allah. We don't think like that. We don't feel like that. And this thing is easy for us to come out, man. We're not coming in that sweet baby Jesus spirit. It's coming with that same old song. Be humble, worship the Lord. Just keep saying that over and over and over, man. We gotta break down the missions of the kingdom. We gotta eat the whole roll and bring out the whole roll. You know, one camp we might be doing this subject, next camp we doing this subject. And a lot of it's gonna be getting on Esau's ass. You know? So it said prophesy against Mount Seir. Son of man, set your face against it. So a lot of the gospel will be on Esau. It said, you trying to pretend to be a speckled bird, you know, you feel the type of way we getting on Esau, man, you're gonna be found out. Like, man, get out of here. You an Edomite. You just trying to pretend to be one of us, but you don't feel like us. You don't resonate with us. You know, you don't like when we get on Esau, because really, deep down inside, you know you are an Edomite. You know it. You just hoping, oh, man, if I get out there on the highway and hedge with the brothers and spit some precepts, you know, then I'll be saved. Man, no. You will be found out. Straight up. Because you're going to do it like me. Man, I stay locked in on this truth. Day and night. I try to eat up as many lessons as I can. I stay in the spirit. So, when something come to me off, you know, I'm a little silent. Like, we don't talk like that. We don't do that. I don't know about that. You know, and I got people that watch us. You know, they be like, I don't know, man. They do this some weird stuff, man. I don't know. So not just me, we got a whole wise council. You know, we got the sheep to say something. Brothers we talk to, we counsel, you will be smoked out. You will be found out. Because a lot of the heathens gonna flock in on this. Especially they're talking about they a speckled bird. Because America's dying. They want to be saved too, you know. If I was a heathen, I'd probably do the same thing. You know, that's the best thing going. We got the best thing going on earth, which is the house of David. Best thing going. You know, if anybody got a lick of sense, you know, you got whistleblowers. You know, they heathen whistleblowers, but they gonna try to sneak in. You know, I'm in the truth too. I don't think so, buddy. So, with that being said, you know, I hope this is edifying. Lord willing, Yahabashah Shah, keep everybody locked in on this truth and this faith. You know, Kwam Yah Astrology to your Baba Ball. Shalom.